Welcome, and it's Psychic Tuesday with Sweet Bee. And I gotta tell you, this last 7 days kind of flew by, and this last 48 hours, 72 hours have been kind of odd. Now, I've had, I have people who reach out and ask me questions, and I do. And I try, if I have time, to answer questions. Otherwise, I redirect those questions to my radio show or other sort of radio shows that I do. And I wanted to say I had 5 people reach out to me about their dreams yesterday. Literally, I was hiding out because Mondays are my day off. And I was hiding out and just staying home, doing home stuff, my favorite stuff. And 5 different people, all around the mother wound, women, daughters, sisters, things like that, that all came up in these dreams. And I found that really fascinating because if I think about some of the astrology going on right now, there's lots of great astrology shows that you can tune into, and even on A1R, there's lots of great astrologers. But I'm going to give you the quick and dirty. So here's the quick and dirty. If this last 72 hours have felt kind of odd, we're in a massive shift that's really sort of arcing and peaking into the 26th of this month. But, the 9th, 12th to the 14th is pretty powerful around some of the stuff. And I'm going to talk about that as I get to each of the signs in a minute. But we've got Mercury trining and conjuncting with Pluto, sorry. And Pluto is revolutionary. Pluto is revolution. And Mercury is around communication and action and plans and those types of things. And this is the only time in our lifetime that this is all going to come into an exact. And we've got, on the other end of this, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going in Aquarius, between 19 and 21 degrees of Aquarius, with that new moon coming in Aquarius. I'll come to that in a minute. We've also got fire energy opposite of Aquarius. We've got fire energy, and we've got the North Node in Aries coming to an exact with Chiron. And Chiron is an asteroid that is the wounded healer and vulnerability, your wounds, karmic closures, healing old wounds. Like, for instance, if you have patterns in how you handle your money, if you have patterns in how you handle conflict, how you handle relationships, there's going to be this revolutionary, there's going to be this news, this catalyst, these things that look at the wounds. And that is that Mercury Pluto revolutionary energy, along with, which is all in Aquarius. And I got to tell you, half the solar system's like gathering in Aquarius right now for a little Aquarius stellium. So we got, 5 celestial bodies. We have Venus, we have Mars joining their 13th, 14th, going into Aquarian. We've got Mercury, we've got Pluto, we've got this new moon, huge reset button, some big stuff. We could see sudden changes in some of the conflicts we're seeing around the world, conversations, things like that coming up. And so we're going to see some sudden shifts in energy perspectives and even in our own lives. So think about that. Old wounds, healing, things that we need to move forward in and go into this new energy of Aquarius, which is coming on some pretty full blast right now. So we're going to see some great revelations, particularly this next 3 months. Maybe in AI, maybe in technology, on the health front, certainly with that Chiron, North Node, Aries energy. We'll see it in the health front as well. We could see some breakthroughs, breakups, and breakdowns. Yeah, I said it. All those 3 things going on. So let's get started at the top. Aries, boy, oh boy, this energy is right around your identity. So it's some big stuff for you guys. And the message for you is, beware of scandals, and that could be scandalous conversations, starting scandals, getting involved in scandals. Watch for how that Mercury Pluto conjunction kind of works for you there, because it could be some setbacks, maybe reversals in what people have said, maybe things that were in conversations have some breakdowns for you that you have to kind of get back to. But remember, any delays right now are advantageous to you there, Aries. And the reason I say that is because you're still on this wild and crazy ride of eclipses. I don't know. And that sun, moon, lunar axis and that north and south nodes. I mean, Aries, you got some big healing wounds here. And so there's some big stuff there for you. Temperament. Temperament will be your key word. Balance, harmonic, temper, your reactions to things. And that could be even getting super excited about things. Just try to keep yourself balanced a little bit there because it's going to feel like a bit of a wild ride. Sorry, kids. Thanks, Aries. Now we got Tauruses. Oh, yeah, Taurus. If I think of what that planet Uranus is building up into your birthday coming, it's some big stuff. So I pay attention what's going on in this Aquarian energy because Aquarian rules the planet Uranus. And so unexpected shifts of direction, your economy, things like that. And we get openings. So things opening for you, propositions, fertility, pregnancies, purifications. Old is no longer there. There's a big revolution and things for you that could come kind of unexpected. And it could come in, say, your house of relationships. It could come in, even house of jobs, things that maybe needed some fresh energy and even building into your birthday. So what feels like a dark day right now, I don't think is. I actually feel like come your birthday is a big reset or launch, and there's propositions. So possibilities, look at the possibilities, dream about the possibilities, visualize, discuss the possibilities, and then things open up for you really beautifully going into your birthday and into the spring there, little Tauruses. All right. All right. Gemini. You Geminis, if I think of any of the astral weather along with Aquarians and Libras, these are really key things for you in terms of your money and where money lay for you, how you treat money, how seriously you take money, how it's going to, and who you even compete with for money, right? And those competitions and things like that. So anything less than above board, you could be your own worst enemy. So don't try to make quick money. Don't get involved with any get rich quick schemes or any shady characters where at all your gut is like, I don't know. Anytime you're going, I don't know if I should get in business with them, it's now. You know what? It says, wait, don't make any moves to move ahead just yet. There could be old feelings hanging on right now. There could be some old things you're shifting your perspective through. So you're filtering your perspective through old ideas that I have to tell you might be overshadowing some of the decisions you're going to make over this next week, 2 weeks. And I got to say, just wait and watch some because something if it sounds too good to be true there, Gemini, I don't know. I feel like it just might be, and maybe it's a lesson, a pattern you need to break in maybe dig a bit deeper. Okay. All right. Cancerians. Oh, my little crab. All this energy finally exited out of Capricorn, and we're about to have Mars and Venus join because they've been there in Capricorn along with that Pluto energy, all about to go 0 degrees, which is on your house of partnership. So I don't know. This could be breaking free energy for you. This could be freedom. And I mean, you could still be with a long-term partner, but this could wind up with some freedoms. And if you've been in long-term relationships and there's any sort of like long-standing issues, you're at an impasse in, this just could be the time where just goes, not happening. And the start of new and longer term relationships in front of you as well, little crabs. So it feels pretty good there, but I feel like spearheading excitement, let the excitement build, let the excitement be generated. It could be around you being recognized in your reputation, your work. You're kind of reconstructing that. I feel like you might get new orders with work. You could get new directives, new directions, new things that feel kind of exciting, a bit like old blocks are being moved for you little crabs. So it feels like some nice energy there. And if you're in real estate, man, this is the time. Like I feel like blocks are getting removed, and so that market could heat up kind of fast for little crabs. Okay, so let's go to Leo. Yes, Leo. all this energy in Aquarius is your house of partnership. There's real power or power struggles there. And this could be around things you commit to and things maybe if you're in a long-term relationship, if you're those Leos with long-term relationships, what does your partner need? You might be doing great and going, I know where I'm going, but my partner's really struggling, or that house of partnership is being really struggling. And it's going to take off for you there, Leo. So like putting partner first, things, maybe rearranging your schedule to put people first, partner first, and maybe putting people in your partner ahead. Maybe their goals come ahead of yours. There's things about that going on for you, Leos. And if you're partnerless at the moment, this is going to be an area that is transforming over this next 2 years in big ways for you guys. Now, Virgos, let's go to those Virgos, because we've also got all this energy that's going to build in Pisces at some point here. But your sixth house of your health, I want you to pay attention to that, your physical health, your nervous systems, how much work you take on, trying to, reach out and please everybody. Be careful with that, Virgos. I feel like this isn't the time. This is the time to pull back, consolidate your own energy, be a little selfish, put yourself first in a few ways, and I think it would turn out quite well for you. I feel like you're going to need that. You'll feel revived. You'll feel like, especially once we get past that Pisces energy into around March 21st with that new Aries energy, you're going to feel a bit revived. Things around maybe feeling some remorse, some abandonment, maybe, friends, people maybe letting you down, partners maybe really thinking about what do you really want here? And so this is going to be some big energy for Virgos in terms of deciding how they move forward with relationships, because I feel like I just want something solid. That's all I keep hearing in my head. I just want something solid. So that shows up for Virgos. Libras, wow, all this Aries healing partnership energy, you Libras. This is brand new energy, healing that partnership wound for you, and anything around your mother, father wounds, really healing all of this. And this could really lead you into moving in with people, selling properties, buying properties, making commitments to someone. That could include business partners, but this is some big stuff for you guys. Now, your stubbornness, your old ideas around relationship, how I want that idea of reciprocity to really come up for you guys. It's not us and them. This is about deciding around joining forces, possibly joining bank accounts, joining living quarters, making a move for people, relocating, reestablishing, renewing. So there's some of that energy, and be careful of energy vampires. That could also be that North Node, and saying no to people and having clear boundaries, Libra. Okay, Scorpios. Scorpio. Wow, there's all this Aquarian energy, and then we've got all of this Aries energy, your sixth house as well, but health, how your fourth house of home and family, the health of family members, the care of people, decisions around the care, how people are cared for, including yourself, and maybe even having people coming to reconnect to heal past wounds. So there's some big stuff going on for you guys. Your heart is opening up. There could be proposals, propositions, new lovers reaching out saying, hey there, Scorpio, how you doing? And reconnecting with all social circles and maybe neighborhoods and things like that. So it seems to come up pretty important. This is a time for Scorpios right now, though. Clean up your closet, start organizing your spring wardrobe, start thinking about reorganizing the bedroom, like those deep recesses of your house, and just getting ready for that beautiful spring energy. Sagittarians, a lot around intimacy, sexuality, sex life, connecting up with people. So some big energy for my little Sages. And there's maybe a hunger to launch into something new, a hunger to connect in some of your hobbies. Really, you might have felt really distracted with work and wanting to just have some fun. And I just feel like going into the next couple of months, you're going to be really thinking about how to change your work, how to change your direction, how to launch into some new hobbies, getting back to things you really enjoyed, and maybe some travel spots that you've enjoyed, Sagittarius. Then, if I think about Capricorns, wow, man, you've had all this energy transfer out of your sign. You're about to have Venus and Mars leave as well. I just feel like it's moving to your second house of your cash flow, things you value, what you're valuing. It's some really powerful energy. You're healing some wounds about being valued and how you value things. So it's some big stuff for you guys in Capricorn that you could even look at being valued and having raises, promotions, extra money, um, having things come to you in big ways. Now, I'm going to go to Aquarians, and hey, Aquarian, it's all your energy. If I could even begin to tell you around your identity, this is like the start of new identity, new power, new opportunities, new jobs, new friends, new circles, things you value. And you have all of this energy going there, and it's some big reset buttons. I mean, it's been hundreds of years in the making, Aquarian. And I just feel like this is a real time for you to think about what you actually like, what you want, where you want to go with things, and what you want for the future. And it could be what no one else wants, but you don't know an explanation for that. So don't worry about it. Now, we go to Pisces, and finally, our Pisces, boy, your big story really starts later this year, and you have all this Aquarius energy in your 12th house, and then you have all of this healing energy in your second house with Aries, that springtime energy. And I feel like healing health, nervous system, healing your internal demons, really, your dream state could be very powerful, your psychic state. You could really just be like that butterfly, just kind of in that cocoon right now and about to launch out, and really with some fresh wings, fresh feelings, fresh, vibrations going on for you. So it's some powerful energy, my little Pisces. And even leading, so if you're feeling tired and sleepy and you just want to sleep and hang out at home, totally fine, because you're just in that rejuvenation stage for when you get to that later decant of your birthday, which is that springtime energy and that equinox time in the northern hemisphere. So it's some big stuff. Whew, that was big stuff. Wow. I could talk about astrology all day, but I'm going to run out of time in my show. And I want to just let you know your birthday is so important. Astrology's, I love it. I could talk about it forever. And if you want to book an appointment with me, you can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. Let's get to a caller. I've got Chris in Florida. Hello, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. And you're bearing with me, listening to all my astrology. Where can I start to help you today?
Well, kind of at a crossroad. We want to kind of make changes in our lives. I personally do. I'm still wondering if I'm honestly with the right person. It's been challenging the last few years. Lost a family member, and just had a lot of upheaval. So I'm just looking forward to some smoother sailing, some direction, maybe new career, maybe something exciting that I've dreamt of, just different, I guess.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of this revolutionary energy you're craving. Let's start. What's the day and month of your birthday, Chris?
11/24.
Oh, you are my little Sagittarian. I'm not shocked by what you're asking, only because since 2019, there's been really restrictive energy where you've really just had to deal with the hard facts and the realities of life. And so it's sounding like with those losses, there's a man in my head I keep seeing when you said that, but there's somebody still with some health issues that could be on the tail end of you still might be dealing with even into this year. But come your birthday, this year in 2024, you're going to feel maybe some freedoms from what has felt like lots of obligations. You're going to feel like you'll have the time to actually pay attention to a new career or new direction. I don't know that that's been a real possibility in even the last 18 months, because there would have been a lot of having to meet other people's needs and feeling like it could have just been going from one sort of bit of chaos to the other. Now, you mentioned a partner and you weren't sure. Do you mind just sharing their day and month of their birthday?
8/14.
8/14 is what I heard. So a Leo.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And so there's pieces for both you and the Leo. You have to come onto the same page about what presence and intimacy and shared things look like. There might be some different languages of love or different ways of connecting to each other that I feel like there's a disconnect. And
Okay.
the disconnect could be around, so Sages can be quite romantic, you know. They can be quite, they're kind of thoughtful about anniversary dates or special ways to treat partners special. They love sort of this sometimes even that bit of the storybook or that very sort of thoughtful kind of romantic energy. And Leos can come in, although big hearted, they can be gregarious and generous, but they can kind of at times maybe bowl over or miss the point, miss the mark. But I feel like if I talk about this spring, there's a decision point
Yeah.
in your relation. There's a decision point in your relationship this spring. And it could be about how it moves forward. I feel like they keep telling me, particularly around the 23rd or that third week in April, stuff around how your relationship is really moving forward with the Leo commitments around maybe house where you live, sharing responsibility is going to come up around that conversation. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
In terms of, sorry, in terms of your work and your career, and you talked about really wanting a shift. Now, it's funny because in your voice, I did not hear job, like looking for something more bigger, more meaningful than
Yeah.
just job.
I never considered what I did as a career a job. A job is something you don't like, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So for me, it was, and I've done probably 25, 26 different things in my life. So a lot.
Yeah. So if I
So
think
do
about,
I go back? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No, my head spins is what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. So, if I can go back to I kind of had this little piece at the beginning. If you get to go back, listen to the recording about Sagittarians, because it's about finding yourself within, I call them hobbies, but they're not, it's passions. Like Sages love the discovery, philosophy, creative process, anything that has a bit of logic to it, even like music, dance, movement, books, words, food, nutrition, health, language, wellness are all kind of things around Sagittarians. They love travel, but they actually love discovery, you know, like it could be short trips, it could be just or long trips, but it's that whole piece around discovery. Um, or even the craftsmanship of things. Like this would be a good time to really even explore nutrition, wellness, foraging, foods, medicines, herbs, herbology, things that of the world of earth, of earthly things that you might find some interest in that. You might find that in terms of work, you know, I almost feel like you're a bit of a practitioner in your own right. Like you're a bit of a medicine woman in your own right, like in helping people, and that anything where you can workshop, educate, share knowledge, wisdom, teachings, the how-tos of things like that would benefit you in a big way.
Okay.
And could even take on big avenues for you as well. This year, because you're communicating any wisdom, knowledge, things you know, you're putting that into some pretty solid communication, like writing, medias, whatever medias you use to communicate, seem to really take on a life of its own. And um, it feels like it's not just, you know, mindless scrolling and posting stuff. You have a real message that you're sharing your wisdom, knowledge, teaching, telling, putting out there. So that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just.
And I know that I'm on the right track. Thank you.
Oh, you are. I know.
I mean, that,
You know what? I feel like my Florida friend. I'm gonna just keep talking for the next 5 minutes because I'm gonna run out of time, and I'm just gonna read you today. So you're my girl. And
okay,
um,
I'll take that.
okay, so we've got a few more minutes. So I just want to keep kind of. We have 3 minutes. In my head, I'm being told here. So I want to say a couple of things. I feel like although you're in Florida, lovely Florida, there's something bringing you more north in the coasts. That could even be up to like towards New York, towards more northern coasts. There's something that you might even know about within, I'm going to say, even by the summertime, July, August, where there could be some travel that brings you certainly at least a day's drive more north towards New York area. And then there's something where you get to go to, I'm going to say like Nashville or the Carolinas as well. There's another bit of travel there that seems to pop up in this next 10 months or so for you as well. You're going to find great peace and great energy in your house. You might even have the ability to create a working room, work in your house, work from your place, create a workspace in your place. That there's some really good energy around whatever you're creating from your home and your home atmosphere. It feels very positive.
Good. Okay.
And you have a teacher. You have somebody. For some reason, I keep thinking there's a certificate somewhere, and you're gonna maybe learn from someone you really admire. There could be a certificate course or being certified in. And I feel like that's really quite bountiful. That's really quite good. Whereas if you're the student, you're then the teacher, you know?
Okay.
So that feels really positive. And there's, I don't know, I keep hearing therapy dog, therapy dog, therapy dog, therapies, and four-leggeds. I feel like that whether it's, I don't know that I mean service dog. I feel like I mean therapy dog. That seems to show up somewhere around you. And also the need for therapies physically. And they keep bringing me to your joints, your limbs as well. So just to be mindful about that, Chris.
Okay.
And thank you. And thank you for tuning into my show. I hope it was helpful.
Oh, this is wonderful. It was. And honestly, I have launched a YouTube channel called Everything. We just haven't put anything up, but this is the confirmation I needed. So I know I need to move forward, and it will have everything on it that I know. I want to literally teach the world all the knowledge that I have.
With love, my sister, and I look forward to seeing your YouTube channel, and thank you for sharing. And thank you for tuning in to Psychic Tuesday with Sweet Bee, and we will see everyone in 7 days.